Hello everyone, this is the second episode or the second video of a new series I'm doing where I try on all my clothes. I already made one where I tried on all my coats, and this is going to be one where I try on all my sweaters because I recently bought two new ones. This one is from wool and it's from Another Stories, and it is because it's getting colder and colder here, and in fall and winter I mostly just wear very big sweaters. So this is probably the moment where I talk about a little disclaimer. These are not all my sweaters, these are the sweaters I wear in fall and in winter. I have some more, but these are for spring and for summer, and in my head they serve a completely different purpose. So technically they are in the same category, which is sweaters, but for me I'm going to show them in another video because for me I'm not wearing them right now, so I don't see the use of putting them in one category. So you can see that I am going to show a lot of oversized sweaters and very thick sweaters because this is what I wear in winter. And the red one is also just something I bought recently from Another Stories. The other sweaters I'm going to show are sweaters I have for a while, and the main thing why I'm doing this is because I want to see what I have and what works for me and what doesn't, and if I can declutter some things, because I do rotate all these sweaters, so I wear them all, but some are definitely getting some more wear than others, and I want to see if there are sweaters that I can declutter, although I do wear them sometimes, because I am somebody who gets guilty over buying something that I don't wear, and then I wear it just not to feel guilty, but then I don't feel good in the sweater and then I feel the need to buy more. This one, for example, is a good example of that. In theory, it's quite good. I bought it secondhand. I like the color, I like the neck detail and the buttons, but it's a bit too long for me, and I also don't really like the texture. It's not wool or cotton, I think it's more of a polyester. And this is the problem with most of my sweaters. I do feel good in an oversized sweater, but then if I look at photos of myself, I don't always like the look of them. And I don't think it's the oversized element in width, but it's the oversized element in length that bothers me most of all, because it cuts me off at a weird length. This one, for example, I kind of have to crop in, but then it also creates this weird shape. And although sometimes comfort definitely goes over how it looks, and I still am going to wear a lot of oversized sweaters, I can see that I have too much and I need some more that are a little bit more fitted and a little bit more cropped, because that is something that I am lacking. I think I need a couple of elements in a sweater, and if one thing is off, then that's fine. But if two things are off, then it kind of bothers me. Like, for example, with this one, I really like the color on it. It is 100% cotton and it isn't worn out. Like, you can't really see that it is quite old, and I thrifted it, so it probably is. But then it is not the perfect shape, but it doesn't bother me because all the other elements are quite good. With this one it's the same, the quality is very good, I like the shape, the color, and then the length is not perfect. I would like it a little bit more cropped, but that doesn't bother me because all of the other elements are quite good. This one is from COS and I got it in January. That was the last COS haul that I did. I used to make a lot more because I bought a lot more, but then I looked at my shopping habits and I saw that I thrift so much and I already have so many clothes that now is a time that I mostly want to see if I can declutter things and see if I actually need so many things, because sometimes I'm always looking for the next best thing and I have one sweater and I think, oh, I can get a better version of it. But sometimes that's just not necessary and I can just declutter something without getting something back. Which is very logical, but I can acknowledge that I had a shopping addiction and I'm slowly recovering, although I do still thrift a lot. But I have to say, I am somebody who likes to change their clothes and I like to wear different things, so I don't see how that is a bad thing for me. If anything, I think thrifting helps me to shop less because I can get so much quality and variety out of a thrift store that I don't need it from new clothes. And then now at this moment, I try to only shop new if I really need a basic piece that I will wear over and over again, like the black and red sweater you saw earlier. This sweater is a COS sweater that I really like and I have for a while, but I haven't worn it a lot. And I think that's another problem that I can see in my sweater collection, that I have a lot of the same kind of sweaters in a different variety. And the thing is, I know what works and what I like, and I still like them all, but you will always have a favorite, and as long as you have those favorites, you won't wear the other ones that much. This is definitely a favorite of mine, this cardigan, but I see that I have too much cardigans, and as long as I have this one, the other ones will have less wear. This one is the first one I'm thinking of decluttering because it is very similar to the previous one. It has those stripes, it has this knitted material, but it is very oversized and I gravitate towards the cropped one a lot more. It also isn't that warm, but I also don't wear it in summer and spring, so that's why I included it in this video, because it is so oversized and I can layer it with warmer stuff underneath it, but still I don't wear it a lot. But I'm not going to declutter it just yet. When I'm thinking of decluttering something, I almost wear it more in that period where I'm thinking of decluttering it, because I'm trying to find a way to style it and I still like it. So I'm probably going to show this in my next video, which is a 7 days 7 looks video, just to try it out. This one is also a ghost sweater, which I'm very happy about because it is a lot different than the sweaters that I have. It has this thick material and I feel very comfortable in it. It is also oversized, but not too much. I think this is my perfect oversized fit. This is a very basic sweater. It's very oversized but so comfortable. It is 100% wool, so I'm definitely not going to declutter this one because I like it around the house, but also in winter when I have to layer a lot of sweaters when I go out. This one is getting a lot of wear, and I also like an all black outfit with then a contrasting bag like here, so I think that makes it a little bit more chic when I go out. And if I don't want to be slouchy, I also have this sweater. It's a cardigan from COS. It is also 100% wool, and this one I like a lot because it is cinched in a little bit. I don't wear this kind of style all day, but if I want to be a little bit more put together, this one gets a lot of wear. You can't really see it now, but I do like to wear this with a white sweater so you can see the contrast of the shape a little bit better. The same with this one, which is a thrifted sweater, a cardigan, which is also quite warm. And I like to wear a different kind of top with it so you can see the shape of the sweater, and then the sweater is actually your accessory, if that makes sense. If you saw one of my latest thrift hauls, it's actually a while ago, I think in April or May, I bought a very similar one in grey, but I didn't include it in this video because that one is very tight and I can't layer anything with it, so I don't wear that in winter. This is another COS sweater. It's from the men's collection, and actually the previous one, the black with the white spots, is also from the men's sweater. I do look on there a lot because they have very cozy sweaters, but this one I'm also thinking of decluttering. I have it for a while, I did wear it a lot, but recently I just think it's too big and it makes me want to buy another sweater, which isn't necessary. But if I am going to see one that is a little bit more tight, then I might buy a similar style. This one, for example, is also very oversized, but compared to the grey one, it looks a little bit more fitted, which is crazy if you can compare them like that. This is another thrifted sweater. I have this for a while. I didn't wear this last year because I actually didn't grab it from the attic, so it was in a box and I forgot about it. This sweater is from Calvin Klein, which is a brand that I don't normally shop at, but it was a deal and I do like the structure of the sweater, the length of the sweater, the color, but also the pattern, which is something I don't have. I have mostly just monochrome sweaters and I feel like this sweater has this vintage feel to it. It's also very thick and quite sturdy without being itchy, which is a plus. Another sweater that stands out is this one from COS because it has this outerwear feel, like it feels like a sweater that is a bit more sporty or outdoorsy, if you know what I mean. I talked about it in my trends video of this year, of things that I'm looking for, and this is perfect because I do like to combine it with a skirt as well to make it a little bit more feminine or put together. But I like the color, the length, and also that it is a bit different. This sweater is also a Calvin Klein sweater and I bought it together with the other one. It is also a bit out of my comfort zone and it was also a deal, but I have no regrets because it is different to the sweaters that I have because it is also cropped and it has a turtleneck, so it feels very put together. Like if I have to feel a little bit more fancy in a sweater, this is the one that I gravitate towards. The last one I'm going to show you is this one from COS. Last year it was my favorite. It's also from the men's collection and it's also a little bit different for me because of the colorful stripes. I really like the material and how it is knit. It's also very soft, although it is 100% cotton. But I haven't worn it recently and I think it is because it is so long and that's something I'm questioning. So I'm actually wearing these styles a little bit more right now, but I can't do that in winter. This is the kind of sweater I will show you for my spring and summer collection of sweaters. So this is a little preview of the sweaters that I didn't include. I hope you enjoyed this one and let me know if you have more sweaters, less sweaters, if you think this is a lot or not, and what is your favorite. And thank you so much for watching.